Yeah, that and just just having some style as well. I think um, one, they need to trust me as a quarterback. Sometimes you're out there and things move fast, but if they can trust that 18's going to get open, he's going to catch the ball. I think that goes a long way for them. So that's what I just try to do for them and build that trust over time. Yeah, I mean, there's no secret about it. You have to win that game, though. When you come to Ohio State, that's the one game you have to win and you must win. And we haven't done that in the past 2 years. So we went back to the drawing board this offseason, just trying to get tougher in the weight room with Coach Mick, then how we approach the game, on the field. You have to run the ball, you got to stop the run. Um, and then, just it all goes from there, though. Yeah, no, I love playing at Penn State. That was a special game. I had that one circled on my calendar for a while going into last year to go back to play at Penn State, and that was a special game for me. Possibly. It's gonna playing them back in the shoe. It's gonna be exciting. They're always a tough game. They have great corners over there. And I'm definitely excited for those matchups. Yeah, no, he's an aggressive guy. I think going into my film study last year, they press coverage a lot, so I'm going to have to keep working my releases, be prepared for that game, and they're handsy. They try to get your hands on and disrupt timing, things like that. So they're a tough challenge. They're probably one of my tougher challenges last year. So I'm excited for that game though. Yeah, that's a special play. I was not supposed to run a slant at that play. We kind of realized that they were in zero coverage right there, and they were kind of sitting in the house. So, me and CJ kind of sitting out of each other, and he put me on like a quick slant, and we knew I just had to fall forward to get the first down to keep the drive going. I think I already have a lot of expectations on me, so an award like that doesn't really add too much. The preseason awards are really they're a little weird to me because like you still have to go out there and play that year. I don't think you get any awards for doing nothing. Next year I have to prove a lot of things. Probably off the field, just taking care of my body, getting treatment. Going into this year, I just want to stay healthy as healthy as possible. So, whether that's extra stretching at night, getting with the trainers, eating better, things like that. Just doing as much as I can to keep my body right. That I played this. That I'm gonna play this year or last year. Deontay Banks, corner from Maryland last year. Probably the best corner I played in college. He was just super athletic. Had great technique. That explains why he was a first round draft pick. Going into the game, I didn't really know much about him, but after the game, I definitely knew who he was. Uh, I think there's a corner from Rutgers that's really good. I hadn't had the best game against Rutgers last year. The corner from Rutgers is really good. Um, and then there's, like I said, the DBs at Penn State are also pretty good. So yeah, I think if I'm out there and I'm drawing two defenders, I'm doing my part in the game. Well, I might not have the 100 yards or touchdowns that may be expected of me, but if I'm impacting the game, by drawing two defenders and getting other receivers one-on-one, then I'm doing my part. So that's just how I kind of look at it. Yeah, Coach Mick has been kind of pushing me to be more of a vocal leader, especially in the locker room. I'm more of a quiet guy, kind of lead by example. But Coach Mick has got me speaking to the team, and speaking to the workout group, just telling them something motivational before the workout or at the end of the workout. So definitely grown in that area a lot thanks to Coach Mick. It's the little things. You look at the Georgia game. Obviously, there was a couple plays here and there that they're inches away, and we know we have a totally different story in that game. And then even the T.O. North game, even though there were some big plays, it's really we're just inches away from making a tackle here or getting a catch here or getting the first down there. So I think it's really just little things. We just got to bring it all together. I think we kind of have a great connection now for 3 years that we already played each other with high school. So now we're just enhancing it and moving that kind of like high school connection that we had to more of a college pro level, being on the same page where whether if coverage might change and he has to know what I'm doing. The same thing goes with Devin too. So we're just trying to keep both quarterbacks in the loop so they can trust me, and more importantly.
Apologize if this has been asked already, but I'm wondering your thoughts about being in this stadium, your earliest memories of seeing Dad play here maybe, and seeing most of your name up
Yeah.
there on the facade.
I remember a lot. Definitely remember when he got inducted and his name was revealed here. I think I remember sitting over there on that's the home side sideline. So I remember sitting on the bleachers over there towards the end of a game or something like that, or maybe after a game, and just sitting with him. And I have a picture of that in my room. So
He's kind of a quiet guy. I covered him most of his career here.
correct.
You're the same?
Uh,
Kind of wired.
yeah, I'm a little bit more outgoing than him, a little bit more, but I think we're both quiet though.
That's not saying a lot because he was old.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid at the time. Just being amazed by how big the stadium is and the bright lights and things like that. I never dreamed of me. Okay, I'm going to play. Get an opportunity, maybe play in a Big Ten championship game, or be in a stadium and doing a Big Ten media day. Never thought of that at all. So I was really just a kid at the moment. Yeah. I haven't played in one, and I think when I committed to Ohio State, the Big Ten championships at Indy, and that's kind of the one goal that I've had, my whole college career, and I haven't got there yet. So, I haven't made a career years left I have in college. I know this has to be, one of the years that I get a chance to do that.
Do you enjoy the spotlight that comes with all this?
No, I don't. I kind of just want to go out there and play football and just let my game speak for itself. But I think in this generation, the kind of the social media and all things like that is good for us from a marketing standpoint, especially with NIL and things like that. So there's definitely benefits to it. But if you remove all the NIL stuff and things like that, I just want to go play football.
It's something you've kind of had to slowly embrace as you've gotten more well known.
Yeah, it is. But just like you said, you get used to it after a while. And you kind of have to play your cards right just with social media because of the NIL space and things like that. But you just want to keep the main thing. The main thing that's playing football at a high level. A lot of reps. As a receiver, I feel like I have to know just as much as the quarterback does from a standpoint of the coverage and reading the coverage. So I kind of saw cover zero as well, and I looked at CJ to just make sure that he's seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. And he kind of gave me like a little signal to run a slant here. And so I think it's part of me and him having the knowledge of the game and also reps. And also shout out to the coaches preparing us for those moments, just in case they want to go cover zero. We need our answers. Very fast. Then we kind of game plan for that, weekly. Know what defenses like to do, in blitzing situations. Where's our checks, where's our hots, things like that. So I think it'd be no problem with a different quarterback. Yeah, definitely. We didn't really get blitzed a lot in high school. Like I said, the college game is different than high school. Um, Nor did we really want to change any plays and things like that. We just kind of stuck to what worked. We didn't really need to do too much extra stuff to be successful in offense.
What are the biggest ways in which you've seen Kyle grow this offseason as he started going?
Being a leader, if you're a quarterback, you're a leader of the team. We all look at you to lead us because that's how CJ was. CJ's probably one of the best leaders I've ever been around, in my life. So just seeing him step up into that role that I've kind of seen him step into, high school, and then he kind of obviously like took a back step once he came to college, and CJ had his starting job, but now I think now that the job is open, he's kind of stepped more into that role.
Coach Day said you guys talked about Michigan today at physical practice. What is that conversation like among the players?
Yeah, obviously the game hasn't gone the way we wanted to the past 2 years, so um, we emphasize that game more than any other game that we're going to play on the schedule. And it's really just focusing, like I said, on the little things, situations in football, and just executing as a high level. That's one thing as a player that I feel like we didn't do from a player standpoint is execute late in that game, especially the second half, to give us the victory.
Marvin, can you talk about the role of self-scouting in the offseason, what that does and how you can use that to help improve your game?
Yeah, I mean, I think I watch myself a lot, uh, just to find ways so I can get better at, and also understand, okay, where may my weaknesses be at? How's the defense trying to take me away from the game, especially towards the end of the year? Kind of saw that a little bit. And just being versatile. Can I play outside? Can I play to the field? Can I play in the slot? Um, just be able to move all around and be able to run every route in the route tree. So that's kind of one thing I look at.
For any high school receiver who's being mentored by a coach,
Yes.
how much, I guess for you, was it the opportunity to play in this offense with the players who are here, and how much is it Brian Hartline and who he is and his personality? What's the balance of the system, the team's drawing you here versus the coach?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. If you're a receiver, you want to go to a place that's going to throw the ball a lot. That's just natural. So I think Ohio State's one of the schools that does that, best throughout the country. With Coach Zay and his system, the concepts that he runs, it's a very pro-like. Um, for a lot of us, we are trying to get to that pro level. So there's no better place to do that than go to Ohio State, especially as a receiver. Like you said, we have Coach Hartline, and you're in a room where you're common amongst the uncommon. So I think that's just a perfect place for you as a receiver.
Obviously, there's already a lot of talk about, the NFL future for you and
Yeah.
all that. What is it that just makes this season at Ohio State, so important for you?
I think it starts with the TN North and Big Ten championship. I feel I've accomplished a lot from individual standpoint. I think I played in I played in big night games. I played in the national championship game. That was Georgia. I played in the TN North game. But the one thing I haven't done is beat TN North and play in the Big Ten championship. So for me, that's my main focus going into the season.
Marvin, how do guys like Chris, Garrett, Jackson kind of help set the table in a way? You just kind of take over as like the top guy.
Yeah, it's just we have such a cool group, especially coming as a freshman when you have all those guys in the room, and it's like so many great players that you're surrounded by. You have no choice but to learn from them and get better. And being behind Garrett my freshman year, positionally in a receiver position wise, being behind Garrett, just learn as much as I can from him. And I'm super proud of the success he's having now in the NFL, and Chris as well. I know Jackson's going to do great things as well in the NFL. So it's definitely an honor and a blessing to be able to play with great players. A lot of people look at it as I'm not going to go to that place because there's too many receivers there. And the receiver room is loaded. But there's no better place to learn from than being, amongst great people and great receivers.
Now to turn the question around, how can you prepare this next generation of receivers?
Yeah, I think from a receiver standpoint, I just want to emphasize the work ethic that needs to, happen for you to be successful. You got to work hard. You got to be. I want the Ohio State wide receiver room to be the hardest working room in the country, and that's my standard for that room. So that's what I try to do.
I know when you and Emeka came in, you guys, really kind of worked really hard right from the get-go. Are you seeing that from this new crop of freshmen?
Yes, I do. They're actually taking up my time on the seeker, so we can't all catch balls at the same time. So they're on there, and then I get on there, and we kind of like rotate and things like that. So it's hard having all of us on there, but I'm just super proud of them the way they came in, and how they approach their business and their work ethic. Yes. First, I just want to send my condolences and prayers to his family. Carnell is a very strong individual. I don't know how he's even been able to come to practice and come in with a smile on his face, have a good time. I'm sure he's going through so much right now that I couldn't even imagine. So I have much respect for him and how he's managed and handled his business. But no, he's doing great, and we just try to do the best we can to be there for him. Absolutely, absolutely. I think I see so much of myself and my class, me and Mecca and Jaden in that 2023 class. I think they are, and just how they came in, they approached, and they just wanted to get straight to work. And they kind of very quiet guys. They just sit back. I'm just gonna work hard, and when the time comes, they're gonna be ready. His confidence. I think he's ultra confidence. He believes that he can do anything on that field, no matter what is asked of him. I think he kind of embracing his role, as that slot guy that we've seen Jackson do and now Mecca. I think he's perfect fit for that. So I'm super excited to watch him grow throughout the years.
You mentioned Jackson and Chris and Garrett. Even aside from those guys, are there guys in the NFL that you consistently watch and look to?
That's a very very long list that I don't know if I have time. And
Are there a few that stand out to you that
yeah, there is, but it's like I don't want to say names and leave people out. But I was like Mike Thomas is up there. I think he's one guy that growing up when I started taking football, I realized this is what I really wanted to do. Breaking my dad's records was something that I always wanted to do, and then Mike Thomas kind of beat me to it. And I think 2019 year, and but yeah, now they just Mike Thomas. He's been kind of injured. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley, guys that can really run routes. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, some Philadelphia guys. So there's so many guys. I hope I didn't miss any names. So Dale, I can keep going on and on about how I studied the game, study players.
I'm guessing you were too young to see your dad play, right?
Uh,
Actual play here,
I was
remember?
I was too young to remember my dad playing.
Okay.
Yes.
But how much have you studied his tape, specifically the hands, the feet,
Hmm.
route running, his precision to detail? How much have you studied that on film?
Uh, not as much as probably you would think. I think the game has changed, and you look at that offense that he was in. He lines up on the right side every single time, and they never changed that. So for me, I line up boundary field, no matter what hash we're on. I might line up in the slot. So there's a lot more things that I have to do that he probably was asked to do at that time. But just the kind of mannerisms that he had, and more so what I take from him is how he approached the game. Yes, yes, yeah, I do. I think he still understands the game. The system he might have been in was a little more simplistic than what we're doing now in today's day and age. But he still understands the game very well. Um, so just trying to teach me as much as I can about the game. No, no, I can't. It's hard to teach a Hall of Famer anything that he doesn't already know.
For Kyle, is it easy for Kyle to be a vocal leader, or is that something that come natural to him? Or
Yeah, that's just his personality. He's a big goofball, but then he can also be very serious when the time comes. So. No, I don't know why they. Yeah, I don't draft the players. I just go out there and I try to do the best that I can to help my team win. I'm not trying to target anybody's draft stock or anything like that, but I'm just going out there and trying to do my best. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a NFL defense. If you look across the board, that Georgia team, I mean they were loaded from start to finish, offense and defense. So I think that game gave me a lot of confidence that I continue to do great things this year. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for a receiver to go number one, it's kind of very hard. Um, the way the game is played this year, how valuable the quarterback is. But I'm not really trying to become the number one draft pick or anything like that. I'm just trying to focus on this year and get better from what I did last year.
Marvin, I was asking you about defenses trying to key on you this year. Great receivers find a way to get open.
Yeah.
What can Ohio State do? What can Coach Day, Coach Online do to maybe move you around the formation to make sure that
Yeah, I think that's part of it, just moving me around. I think I was in the boundary a lot last year, but if I can go to the field some, go in the slot, come in motion. I didn't really come in motion at all last year, so maybe like different things like that that I can do. Kind of worked at it in the spring ball. I played strictly slot receiver in the spring, just trying to work those abilities and those skill sets.
Do you let yourself think about being a possible front runner or heavy contender for the Heisman Trophy? Do you let yourself go that way when you're there?
Nah, nah. I just worry about winning the games, man. That's all that really matters. I mean, the awards will take care of itself towards the end of the year. That's in God's plan, and that's in God's plans. But I'm not really focused on that.
What was the conversation like that got like yards after the catch, right? That's an area. How do you work on that? What is something you can do to add that?
Yeah. Well, I kind of asked some of my teammates. I think Emeka Ibuka is really great at it. Xavier Johnson, and what I think I learned is more so of a mindset thing, more so than an ability. Um, obviously we all have the athletic ability, but it's more so just changing your mind to, okay, I'm not getting tackled by this person, or I'm gonna get 5 more extra yards here on this catch. So more so just a mindset thing than anything. I think it was a mixture of both. Um, kind of geared towards preparing for Georgia. Like we didn't really want me to just be a boundary receiver. So the more we can move me around a lot, the more I can be involved in the game. So with Emeka being out with injury to spring ball, the slot position was kind of wide open, and I was like, I'll take it. I'm just gonna learn as much as I can from that slot and just get used to it.
What are your thoughts on Coach Hurley being promoted to offensive coordinator? Do you expect how much will change with the offensive coordinator?
I mean, I think we're still going to be aggressive. We're still going to be Ohio State. We're still going to be a balanced offense, be able to run the football as well as pass it. So I'm excited to see how things turn out, though. Say that again. I think we're doing a great job. I think where Ohio State is in Columbus area, it's a great place to do NIL. The market's very strong there, and I'm super happy for a lot of the guys and just seeing how NIL has changed the lives of many of my teammates. Man, it's such a blessing for us to be able to have that. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't focus on anybody else's programs. I don't know what is going on in other conference or other conferences or other schools, things like that. I just know at Ohio State we have guys excelling there. Correct. I think it just build trust. Like if a quarterback can trust us as a receiver group, then we're already in the right path. I think if he can trust us to get open, catch the ball, be where we need to be, on time, and then I think we'll be able to go from there.
Marvin, the tie and shoes
Yeah.
tribute.
Yeah. Tribute. I mean, obviously, my dad played for the Colts, and then so I guess you could say a tribute to him, which is also just style as well.
Okay. It just looked like a distinctive color of blue, and I didn't want to be mistaken.
Nah, I don't know what team wears royal blue in the Big Ten.
Well, I'm saying the Colts were
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you and Emeka have been compared to a lot of college greats from the past couple years, the two tandems.
Mhm.
Obviously, Wilson Olave, even Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. So first of all, what do you think of those comparisons, and what does that mean to you? And then what can, I guess, this tandem accomplish?
Yeah, I think that's great company first. But one thing that I kind of noticed in those tandems is they're not the same class. Me and Emeka both were in the class of 2021. Chris and Garrett were different classes. Jamar and Justin were different classes. So I think it's very rare to see two people in the same class, both excelling very well in college right now. Kind of our freshman year, we just kind of, we like I said, we just kept working. We knew our time would come, soon, and like I said, we just kept working. We realized that we both are very special, talented people, and we're just gonna keep working. So when our time comes, we'll be ready.
What was it like waiting your turn as a true freshman? You obviously broke out in the Rose Bowl, but prior to then, not getting quite as much playing time
It was phenomenal. I encourage a lot of high school recruits. I mean, if you want to go to a place and start right away, that's your decision. But I think learning from a great group of guys, like how I learned from Chris and Garrett, and sitting that one year, I mean, I think I did wonders for my career. So I think trying to come in as a freshman and start right away is a bit overrated. I think learning from a group of guys ahead of you that are experienced and have had a lot of success in college football, I think it really helped me out.
Some of the freshmen about that, how it's not easy to see the field.
Yeah, I think they understand. They kind of have the same mindset that me, Emeka, and Jaden had when we first came in. We understand that we're going to have to wait our turn, but it's going to work out in the end.
How would you describe the relationship that you and Rebecca had? If you are in the same position and the same class as a guy like how well do you guys know each other?
Great, great. Obviously lived with Emeka for I think almost a year and a half. He's my roommate, and then we both moved out. But Emeka's a great friend, one of the best friends that I've experienced. Just who he is as a person. He's a great person, a man of faith, and someone that has pushed me closer to Jesus Christ. So I think we definitely help each other out on and off the field, and I'm definitely blessed to have him in my life.
You mentioned earlier that Georgia had NFL defense after the way that game was last year. What are you is Ohio State missing from being a national champion here, even in that kind of field?
I don't think we're missing anything. I think we have the talent, we have the coaching staff, we have everything that we need to be successful this year. But like I said, it's going to come down to players executing on the field. I think our coaches did a great job putting us in positions last year to be successful, but the players didn't execute as well as we should have, and that's what kind of came up last year.
You listen to all the hype about Georgia this year and everything about them potentially being the three-peat champions.
No, we don't play Georgia on the schedule as of right now, so I don't really worry about them.
Marvin, is there a mindset shift or how you look at the rivalry with Michigan, or are you guys doing anything extra that you normally wouldn't do because of what's happened the past few years?
I think we've emphasized the game always daily. They're always emphasis. They're always on our minds, whether that's in the weight room, whether that's in practice. We're always thinking about them and preparing for that game. So, the last 2 years didn't go how we wanted to. I think we still have that same kind of mindset going into the game that we need to win that game. When you come to Ohio State, there's one game you need to win, and that's a T.O. North game. I haven't studied him just yet. I studied him a little bit last year, getting ready for that Penn State game, but I kind of thought Joey Porter Jr. would be more on me. But no, I think he's a great cornerback. I'm excited for that matchup. I definitely respect him a lot, and I know he's a great player. Yes.
Were there some that you looked at that maybe weren't that pro style as much that yes they were successful but there's something about this system particularly trying like you know what I mean like I'm just trying to get
Yeah.
what is it that Ryan Day's offense
I think this just conceptually, um, and just how aggressive Coach Day is with his play calling. We're going to go for it on fourth down. If it's fourth and short, we're going to take our chances there in the red zone. We're going to take our chances instead of settling for a field goal. So I think just that aggressive and attacking mindset is what you really like about Ohio State.
Last question.
grow up in the game if you did how many different football conversations have you had with Ryan process for someone who obviously knew the game?
Yeah, I think it was more so just trying to get better as a player, more so than schematically. And just how I can fix my top ends or releases or anything like that. It was never really, this is how you're going to fit in a scheme. This is how you're going to do this when you get here. More so just trying to help me become a better player.